hero of the night. Saves us all from danger with all his might. His claws are sharp, his eyes shine bright. He's a hero cat, ready to fight. He's here for us all. Eindhoven, the feline hero of the night, saves us all from danger with all his might. His claws are sharp, his eyes shine bright. He's a hero cat, ready to fight.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Looks like we have like maybe one person on each stream. 4 people on Twitch, 1 people on YouTube. So that's good. Hopefully you're all having a good Sunday. Sorry I had to do today's stream a little bit later. Looks like my green screen is not matching in the upper right corner, so I'm going to make a little bit of a reduction there. But hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm doing great. I went out delivering today and had a really good time, actually. The people were nice, and I was pleased by the lighter traffic. Sundays are a lot easier when I deliver. All right, we're going to kick it off with a famous 70s disco tune by a really good group. I really like these guys. I wish they had made more music because they were very gifted, but I like them, and this is one of their best ones. just love it. The magic sound with the saw just makes that song just blazing and unique. I really like it. All right, this next one's from the 80s. This person headed up a lot of MTV. In fact, he was all over MTV between 1980 and 1986, if I recall. I never got tired of him either. That's how much I really like this artist. And I consider him to be a type of a superhero in many ways. Superhero of popular music. I love Billy Idol. I don't know what else to say about him other than he's kind of a hero to me. Um, he's been through a lot and he's made lots of music and all of it's good. Okay, this next song was really one of the original MIDIs of this last round of MIDI creation that I did. I like this song in particular for its bass and the drums. I like the pick bass. It's an electric pick bass. And I just love the way the song turned out. I really did. It was one of the first MIDIs I reconstructed using my state-of-the-art synthesizers. That's a beautiful song, and if you get a chance, check out the YouTube video. It's kind of confusing, but it's a well done video. Why she hooks up with the old dude, I don't know, but I'll leave it at that. I suggest you check it out. It's a really good video. This next one is from one of my favorite female rock performers, hard rock, in fact. She had her start in the Runaways back in the 70s. Good documentary, by the way, The Runaways. Had Lita Ford and a bunch of other well-known heavy metal rocking women, basically. But this one here is one you all recognize. It's one of my favorite from her lineup. love Joan Jett. She's legendary because she did not let the record labels take advantage of her. She stood up and made her own record company called Black Art Records. So she was something of a rebel, and she has really good music. She really does. I love Joan Jett. This next song is one that many of you will recognize and thank me for creating the MIDI out of. Warning! Don't play it backwards. It will tell you to start smoking marijuana. Just kidding. That was back in the 80s. It was floating around MTV and VH1 that if you played this song backwards, it had a subliminal message that told you to start smoking marijuana. And yeah, you can, Christina. For a real MP3 song? No, I can't. I really can't play real MP3 songs, Christina. But if you look on the song list, you can choose among the songs that I do have. I have to be careful about playing the actual copyrighted songs because YouTube can actually demonetize my channel if I do that. That's why I can't do that. Now, when I do MIDI, it's a different story. It's called a performance or a shared copyright. So that's why I'm allowed to do MIDI. Anyways, back to this song. This is one you'll recognize. It's Don't Play It Backwards! But it's a damn good song. It's a staple in rock history. This British band is legendary. legendary song by one of the most legendary bands of all time. Seriously. All right, well, we're going to move on to our next one. This one is a 80s anthem song. I remember when it came out. I really liked it, and I was pleased at how the MIDI turned out. It turned out really good. All right. It's not that weird, Sid. It happens all the time. No, you Sid, I'm a security specialist. I'll report what I want. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, our next song. This one's a staple of late disco. Really dang good song. And I can't say enough good things about this one. It's universally loved. I love Funky Town. I'll never not like that song. All right, this next one is from a band who was dubbed the Ultimate Party Band. I consider them more than just a party band. These guys have been around since the mid-70s, and they created some very, very monumental songs. This one in particular is what I consider one of their flagship songs. It's from their album 1984. Right. I tell you, even when Van Halen switched over to Sammy Hagar, I still loved Van Halen. Said, if you don't understand protections, I'm not going to take the time to talk about it. The thing about Van Halen is they just did not stop, and that's what makes them special. Okay, this next singer, very special woman, very, very, very gifted. I love this is one of my favorite songs from her, and it's well known. It really is. All right. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think A Lady Named Katie is great. I love her content. She's quite creative in her stuff. But all I want to do is make a deal with her. I'll promote your links. If it's okay if I announce that I'm going live on one of your posts. That's the basic agreement. but she never replied back to my inquiry, and I sent it from my official brand account. So until she does that, there's no reason for me to even try to promote her. Because what if I do a promotion and I do something wrong? How will I know? There's no conduit for communication. That's all it is. I need to establish a conduit of communication. All right, this next song is one that I cherish from one of the greatest bands of all time. This particular song it's a good one. I just love the way they counterbalance Roger Waters with David Gilmour, using both of their voices for contrast in a lot of their songs. And this is one of them. It's really good. Yeah, it's just a legendary group. This next song is what I consider to be quite unique. The artist behind it really did a doozy here. It's a beautiful song, but it's unusual at the same time. That's why I like it. I like beautiful, unusual songs, and this is one of them. And it's a great song. Yeah, there's something hauntingly strange about the song. She's singing about somebody else. Not to say that Bette Davis isn't someone special. She was a very beautiful actress. But Kim Carnes went way out of her way on that. It's just a great song. Yeah, I do have Michael Jackson, Logan, but I've never been 100% happy with it. In fact, let me see if I have. Yeah, we can try Michael Jackson if you want. Let me get his credits real quick. That will only take a second. I didn't go to It Said. I checked out their channel and I was way unimpressed. Both my son and I checked them out. Not worth it. So I didn't go. I have something else going on that's even better, so I can't give you guys updates on my acting until I fulfill the terms of the non-disclosure. All right, so here we go. Here's a Michael Jackson song. It's not the best, but I did try to do what I could do with it. Yeah, Michael Jackson, I would have to say, he's on par with Elvis in a lot of ways. I mean, he's that important. I love almost every one of his songs. Even Smooth Criminal. I mean, I love Smooth Criminal. Dun 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 dun. But I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson. I listen to his music all the time. This next one's from a very, very, I don't know, second British band. I love these guys. They made good music, and when they made it, it was great. And this is one of their best tunes, in my opinion. I liked it so much. I didn't even know the name of the song, and I loved it for so many years. I mean, I knew what the base of the song was. I had the title right, but I didn't know who it was made by. I love Mark Knopfler and the gang at Dire Straits, man. Those guys are awesome. Okay, this next song is an instrumental, but it's created by one of the late great composers. And trust me when I say that. When I call somebody a late great composer, that means they rank up there with the likes of Beethoven, Mozart, and Scott Joplin. who's considered one of the last great romantic composers. Other composers I like, but this particular person, he's instrumental in creating some of the most enigmatic songs of the 20th century. And he was one of the pioneers of electronic music composition. He's that good. He passed away 3 years ago. And he's very intimidating looking. But I love this one. I highly encourage you seek out his music on YouTube and then maybe buy it from Amazon. He's a great composer. Yeah, and that's just a sample of what Vangelis has done. Do me a favor and look up on YouTube, Ask the Mountains. That's a beautiful song created by Vangelis. He uses electronic voices to give the impression of a woman singing. And it's just gorgeous. And it's just great music to concentrate to. I listen to Vangelis when I write some of my science fiction. That's how energetic and resonant his music is. Okay, this next song comes from a great member of the 27 Club. This particular one, a female, was amazing in her own right. And her smile says it all. She was one of the most enigmatic, beautiful, yet it's a shame what happened to her, because this particular song, even as a MIDI, it just makes you feel good, even though the contents aren't that great. I mean, the message to the song isn't the best. Yeah, it's actually the best. It's about a woman standing up for herself. But it's a damn good song. And the MIDI turned out impeccable. I actually went and researched what instruments this lady used in her 70s band and reproduced every instrument to give this layer of MIDI quality. It took a while. This MIDI took me 4 hours to recompose. About the only thing I don't like about Janis Joplin, Southern Comfort. I've only tried that drink one time, and all I can tell you, nah, I didn't like it. She's famous for having a whole bottle of Southern Comfort with her all the time. She died at an early age. She's part of the 27 Club. I wish she hadn't died. She was a great artist. And I love Peace on My Heart. I love her face. She was a beautiful woman. She really was. It's a shame that some of them died so young, you know? It really is. All right, this next one is one that historically confused me. When I first heard this song, I thought it was like two dudes fighting each other, or maybe not fighting each other, but, you know, chest bumping. It's not. It's about a relationship. And it's actually a love song. I had to get the lyrics to get it through my thick skull. But when I got the MIDI going, I was like, wow, that's cool. This is a great song. Anyways, with that said, here is our next entry. love that song. I love that song. It's just a great song. This next one is a rare example of where my MIDI actually comes close and exceeds the original by a small measure in some areas, not all. Nothing will be like the original song. But when I recreated this song in MIDI, I accentuated a very hard to hear segment of the song and brought it forward with a strong instrument that you'll hear. I used a square instrument, a square wave, and it turned out really good. When I play this song while I'm delivering packages, people actually ask me to turn it up when I'm at a stoplight. They say, hey, can you turn that up? That sounds cool. I love this song, and I'm always going to love it. Okay, I'll play the part where I made it better. I'll show you. I'll tell you where it is. It's coming up. Right here. Now. So I amplified it with the distorted square wave just to make up for the lack of prominent voices. And when I play that song in my car, people tell me to crank it because they love it. and it's not something you hear in the original. If you listen closely, you can hear it, but it's very faint. Anyways, our next one, these are from one of the most surprising bands, in my opinion. I actually went to one of their concerts, and I love Freebird a lot. That's a great anthem song. No, these are not converted from MP3, Christina. I purchased them from Song Galaxy. I load them into my MIDI sequencer, and I spend hours fine-tuning it to sound good on my Yamaha keyboard and my Roland Integra synthesizer. So these are played by MIDI instruments, and they're not auto-converted. It requires hours of manipulation. I have tried MP3 to MIDI, and it's just not that great. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. This group, legendary group. This particular song is probably my favorite of their lineup. love that song. I mean, I hear them on the radio all the time. Two Steps, that's another great song of theirs. Free Bird, of course. And of course, Sweet Home Alabama. Okay, this next one comes from what I call the dynamic sweetie of the 80s. She was the lead singer of a very famous funk band, and she is uber talented, very beautiful, non-stoppable. I can't get enough of this lead singer. She was amazing. love Debbie Harry of Blondie. She's just amazing. All right, this next one from a very unique group. They were an American band, and they had seriously good hits. Top 10. Their main singer, Rick Ocasek, was legendary. Former lead singer Ben Orr. He died from a tragic cancer of the, it's an organ, I forget the name of it, but it's an important one. Ben Orr was awesome too. But this particular song, well, Sid, look up the fault line in the Wasatch, Utah range. That's said to be even worse than San Andreas by some measures. Seriously, there's a big fault line running right along the Wasatch. There's some naysayers that say that the Wasatch is going to fall into Salt Lake Valley. Anyways, this particular song is probably this group's best. The video on YouTube actually break your heart. It's actually very sad, but it's a great song. Kind of song that you would hear playing at a high school prom. Seriously, it's that good. we're talking about Nevada over in the YouTube channel. Nevada is actually an amazing state. Despite being a desert, it is one of the most mountainous states in the country. Just everywhere you go. If you go up to the Elko, Ruby River mountain range, the Sierra Nevadas, eventually the Wasatch. And then, of course, all throughout Nevada, like Tonopah. It also is the home of over 18, maybe even more ghost towns, and over 8 Pony Express cabins. So if you want to explore and see ghost towns, crazy stuff, Nevada is the place to go. But bring plenty of water and be prepared. Bring lots of gas, because there's like the loneliest road in America. You'll have to stop in Austin to get gas. Your next stop is Fallon. It's just awesome state. Plus, you can gamble here if that's your thing. And if you like buying your love, you can go to the Moonlight Bunny Ranch in Carson City. Used to be a Mustang ranch. I don't frequent those places, but yeah, you can buy a lot in Nevada. But it's got its upsides and downsides. I grew up in Fallon, the oasis of Nevada. It was there that I discovered a monument to the pioneers that went from Independence, Missouri to Oregon and to Sacramento during the gold rush days. It's a huge concrete monument with a passage from Eliezer Stillman English. I used to ride dirt bikes out there all the time. We came across this big monument, and it had a written passage from a diary from one of the pioneers. It became the opening to my trilogy called Nevada Ghost Tales. It's a haunting passage. It's really good. Anyways, that said, this next song comes from a very prestigious, very legendary band. I rank them up with Def Leppard in popularity, Motley Crue, Metallica. These guys, starting in the 70s, rose to the top with their Escape album, which this song appears. This is a quintessential song of their lineup. And I love this song. I've loved it since I was 10 years old. know if anybody remembers, but they actually had a Journey arcade game in the 80s. It was stupid, but I literally went to the Dairy Queen, and there it was, Journey Escape, the arcade game. I love the Escape album. It's got the best music of Journey. It really does. Okay, this next person is one of the pioneers of rock music. He rivals Elvis in his own way. This guy was the first crazy guitar, in my opinion. And I love this song. I really do. I adore this song. Chuck Berry. I love him. All right, well, we're nearing the end of the show. This is the final choice song that I'm going to make. This particular one was a big hit in the 80s by a British band. And this is the song that was in the minds of every student when I was in high school. It's a dang good song. It really is. Another song you would hear at a prom. Love that song. I really do. I remember it playing when we were in high school. Okay, I'm looking up another song. I was going to play one more. Trying to remember what it was called. I'll find it. Just give me a second. Oh yeah, here it is here. This particular group made some damn good music. The lead singer was just phenomenal, and her compatriot, he was a great, I don't know, co-conspirator. Anyways, this particular song was a hit song, and it's part of a movie in the 80s, and it's just one that resonates with me a lot. I really like this group, especially the lead singer. Yeah, look up that video on YouTube. It's really good. And that's a stellar song. I really like it. Okay, that pretty much sets it up for the day, folks. I'm going to play the final song. One of my favorites. Don't get me wrong, just because it's my final song doesn't mean that this song isn't my favorite. And this group, when they played this song, it was a hit runaway in the 80s. And that's why I give it the pivotal position of being my final song at the end of every Copycat radio because I love it so much. Once it's complete, I'll come back and give you an update on what's going on with scam baiting and other things. I might even find Beethoven and show them to you. So here we go. All right. Well, Beethoven's asleep, so I'm not going to be able to show him off. All right, folks. That's about it for today. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, I'll be live for scam baiting. We're going to see if we can get more banks out of these pesky scammers. On my Twitch channel, I'm going to raid Jim Figerty. He's a good friend of mine. He's based in Ireland. He's a really good guy. I love Jim. He and I go way back. So here we go, starting the raid. And with that said, there's a possibility I might stream another game tonight, but we'll see. But we're going to go from there tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do some scam baiting. So take care, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys either later tonight or tomorrow.